So like at the time I'm talking about this situation is still largely ongoing, and there's some things that I'm probably going to miss because this is just more of a rant video. But I'm here to talk about what's happened and why I think this is just reprehensible, just unacceptable. So, as many of you know, Romeo was fired from a position of community manager a few days ago after announcing that he is gonna take a break after Lua Guy took over the position of owner in Outcome Memories. I don't know how else to come about this, but I just woke up and was just told by a higher up that my time in Outcome Memories as a manager is over. So I guess I really will just be gone from the team. This is really upsetting to wake up to, considering I just went on my first big break from mental health. But if the team thinks that is the best to lay me off fully, then I won't argue against it. Don't send any hate towards them, don't harass anybody. It is just what it is. I still love you guys. I don't know what to do now since this sudden decision ruins a lot of my future community plans, but I'll be thinking on everything extensively. I don't know what will happen if Modern starved in Furnace, as I was just told that my involvement in the project is over. A lot of the development team just straight up does not agree with this. The team, or well, the management team decided just to kick him off for whatever reason, throw him to the side and just forget about him. So you must think that Romeo was kicked off the team for a good reason, right? Even if I don't agree with this, maybe there's an honest and fair reason as to why he was kicked, right? Let me just pull up the thing and read it. Hello everyone, I wanted to share a quick update about some team restructuring. After several decisions and careful consideration, we made the decision to part ways with Romeo and his involvement with the project. This decision was not made lately. We're currently focusing on rebuilding momentum for the game and progress strengthening the team's overall structure as Romeo is stepping away from the management indefinitely. This uncertainty around a long-term availability would have made the restructuring process more difficult. Our priority is to ensure the team is set up for consistency and stability moving forwards. A number of changes are underway to support a more active and sustainable workflow. We do have a new staff director in mind, and we'll share more details when the time comes. I hope you'll all welcome them with enthusiasm. Thank you for your patience as we work for these changes. Over the next few days, you can expect updates to the support service development team, new opportunities to provide feedback. I'll do my best and listen and address any questions or concerns in the meantime. So like, what the fuck? Literally, what is the point in this? In my opinion, there's no way Romeo getting fired was without any malicious intent, as Lua basically just openly says in this message that he has a new community manager in mind, which I think is just completely unfair to him, because as soon as Romeo stops being useful, you just fire him. Not only did Romeo single-handedly save your game, you decide to backstab him and fire him after he decides it's better to take a break after carrying the community like Sisyphus on his back for the last few weeks. I find this handling of the situation to be just incredibly unprofessional and unacceptable. Any faith I had in old and new leadership is completely shattered, as their deadly incompetence is already shown. So after that, Romeo makes a thread, talking more about this. I don't want to be a beacon of hate, especially after what had just happened with me giving hope, but this feels so unfair to me. I couldn't even argue back. All those conversations about me being laid off happened behind my back, and I was giving a one and done DM this morning. After all I did for this project, I get fired without a realistic enough reason, not even a demotion, have my role openly be replaced, get ghosted. And then later today, I woke up with Sobi's gracious response to the whole situation, which is literally just him getting three of his butt buddies into a group chat with Romeo, recording the messages, skimming through all of it after that, which is so short that I can literally just put over this segment and I still won't be done. Dogpiling him, forcing him into making an apology that just painted him into looking like the bad guy and purposely left him in the dark. This is just another hit piece, Altaz 2.0 if you may. This is emotional manipulation, and Outcome Memories has a history of this. Romeo said, I am openly speaking up for myself now. I discovered that I was fired for some private reasons, each reason being something that was resolved by me multiple times already in private. Oh, and publicly, because I was emotionally manipulated into apologizing for the camera. This is ridiculous. I can't believe I get manipulated like this. I literally just got a big wake-up call from my friend in DMs, and I came back to the realization about that group chat. Romeo was purposely left in the dark, and then when he jumps to Twitter crying about it, the Outcome Memories developers just get mad. And when he literally has no other choice, what is he supposed to do? Just stay quiet? Because honestly, I would have not done that either, so I don't blame him. Subby also said that he was just completely out of the loop of this whole situation involving Romeo. And apparently Lua wasn't the one that made the final call to fire him, which these are all decisions that have been ran through either Loey or Sobi, because there's no way. Otherwise, I just question the management and development team decisions of this game, because this is just incompetent. Later on, Jodo Boy also adds his 90 cents to this, making his own thread about this. And let me just pull it up real quick and read it out. I read into the conversation that you quoted chats with PR about. The one about which I'm assuming you said that we're emotionally manipulated into apologizing for the camera. Where's the manipulation? All I see are ridiculously valid concerns being brought to your attention in a blunt manner after you're recklessly and emotionally posting it on Twitter to a very biased audience. I can understand the frustration. I don't want to discredit or ignore that. But I've been told you are supposed to be a server manager. I'm not sure I believe that just because of how you've been managing this situation and how you felt to understand what is being directly addressed to you. Regardless of it, you are responsible. You are. You clarify how you haven't been informed that your posts are directly harmful, which I'm surprised to hear after you have seen the lengths to which your audiences will go for you. If it were the case, you are still ignorant. I would argue that makes you look in some ways worse, but then you say that you did not know about what kind of morals your role had. So, is it that you do not know or that you don't? Either way, it both make you look deeply incompetent, and I am baffled to find out. I'm just not going to read out the rest of this, because this is probably one of the worst, just one of the worst threads ever. If I was fired without any proper reason, they post about like I was some 40 chess master manipulator with resolved drama, talked about by the way, mind you, I wouldn't act the most rational either. Why do we criticize Romeo, not Sobi's and his outbursts every 2 milliseconds because he has too much pressure on his back, when in reality he's making a smear campaign against Raven? Rule for thee, but not for me. And Joe's thread just completely misses the mark on everything and misunderstanding and how demeaning it is to be treated the way Romeo was. I want you all to imagine this, as this is my last statement on this situation. Imagine a game that you have a high position in. The game gets shelved and the community is in despair, not knowing what to do, and suddenly you decide to give everyone the hope that a better tomorrow will come. Now imagine waking up the next day to be fired without any reason or warning and any other proper communication as to why or what happened for you to be fired after single-handedly you saved the game that you so dearly love. Put yourself in Romeo's shoes and just think about it for a moment.
So, at the time that I am editing this video, Outcome Memories was cancelled. Sobi said it in a message in the Discord server. And I'm going to say I am kind of disappointed, but my main issue is that people are showing up to his house, trying to break into it, throwing snowballs at it, which is disgusting. He was doxxed, and this is what happened to him. I find it really funny how the EXE's community form of justice is to show up to somebody's house and try and break into it, knowing full well that they don't live alone. They have family, they have pets, they have other relatives living in their house. This is disgusting behavior. This is simply disgusting. And I don't think I want to associate myself with any form of EXE media going forwards. And I'm going to stay clear of any controversy. This is my last this is my last time I will be talking about any sort of controversy on my channel, and this is it. I find it disgusting that people go and harass just people in real life, just doxing. You are disgusting. Good night.